Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. And today's topic, reality black men, no in a collective society. Reality black men, or should I add, reality thinking American black men, is a no in this collective society. Yes. See, in this society, that is controlled by a supreme type of controllers. It don't matter if somebody's, believe it or not, it's irrelevant. They know that they are the master manipulation personnel, and they are the most awesome master manipulation force has ever existed. And they do not like the small numbers of reality thinking black men, or especially American black men. They don't like that. Right? They know collectively, unfortunately, there is quite a number of some gullible ones, some naive ones, some Uncle Ruckus's ones within certain sections of American black maleism. Oh, don't get it confused now. Don't get it confused. There are some black males in certain parts of the African continent. There are some gullible and some naive and some Uncle Ruckuses and that version. There are same ones in certain parts of the Caribbean islands. Don't get it confused. All right. Don't get it confused. But at the same time, for that reality thinking black men, which is a known and collective society, have to also deal with anti reality thinking black men by certain numbers within American black feminist women. Let me give an example of something of a symbology of how many within American black womenism, feminism, that have this mentality toward let me just play the video. Let me just play this video. Give me one second. But I crack up to a point when I see this video. Give me one moment. Here we go.
That man's fault. Even it don't matter what you do, you need to be able to flip it back on him. Whatever it is, I promise you it can be turned into his fault. He needs to think that everything that's wrong is because of him. And I'm telling you, it's gonna get you everything you want every time. It never fails. This is a skill that you need to master.
Oh, no. Let me play that again.
Everything that man's fault. Even it don't matter what you do, you need to be able to flip it back on him. Whatever it is, I promise you it can be turned into his fault. He needs to think that everything that's wrong is because of him. And I'm telling you, it's gonna get you everything you want every time. It never fails. This is a skill that you need to master.
But reality thinking black men are supposed to settle for that. Even some Muppets. Well, let's just ask some Muppets. What do they think about that?
I thought it was dumb. Maybe you're right.
Yes. So Muppets can see through that nonsense. See, this system has a certain way that they want a black males, but especially certain types of black men to act like, right? To be like something a little bit uh something a little bit like this. Yes. Yes. See, they want a black male to look a little bit like this, right? And it is and to supremacists when they see that they do this. Yes. Yes. See, this is the kind of black male that they like for numbers within American black maleism to look like, right? Because that's easily to control. And this is why they cannot stand any type of reality thinking black male, right? That is a no-no. But again, let's just add some extra to it, how they like to be able to see a non-thinking reality black men or reality thinking. They don't like reality thinking black men. They like this type of black men, especially American black men, to act like this. Mm, 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 mm. See, they don't like. See, they don't want to have a black male that have this type of true swag, like something like this. Oh, they don't like. They don't like to see that, right? Oh, see, they don't like the black man. Be like, hey, what's up? I see you over there, right? Yeah, man. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I see you. See, they don't like that. They don't want to see that kind of swag, right? Of black men, especially American black men. Oh, they don't like that kind because the true reality in black men will see through these kind of games and tactics, right? See, they prefer also to have black men to look like this. Yes, yes, right. Very feminized. What to each of their own. Whatever it is, a person does what they do. But they're wanting more numbers of effeminization of black males. And even with that, unfortunately, within that sectionality of black maleness that practiced within certain types of term lifestyle category, there are also different kind of black men, right? The great James Baldwin, right? Where there's quite a number within American black certain parts of alternative lifestyle category has no ideal about the great James Baldwin, who was of the alternative lifestyle category, but he knew he was an American black man first. And that's what's missing from that sectionality, especially right now, even more. See, they don't, and that's the sad part of it. See, as long as that certain parts that within alternative lifestyle category, black men has this kind of look a little bit, and they forget they're a black first, right? And they don't even realize that they're being used themselves within that sectionality, alternative lifestyle category. Oh, that's acceptable, right? They like that because again, this is what they do as well toward them as well, who don't know the game and don't know at the same time that they also are being used. Yes, yes. Boy, these supremacists are brilliant. See, again, they don't like reality thinking black men, especially American black men, because that is a no in collective society. Because reality thinking black men understand, hey, the personnel is not, there are quite a number of things that they don't know, but there are quite a number of things that they do know, but they still remain humble, right? Which is irrelevant toward the educational level part. How many black men with certain type of high education level that thought they were a little bit different, and they got reminded every darn day there are certain types of educated former black men, American black men, that are getting reminded by supremacist minded type personnel every freaking darn day, every freaking day. And you got people that are, by the way, latecomers with an Americanism that have no clue without the American black men that many would not be over in America, right? Being able to march themselves, being able to talking about people of color, bull crowd, talking about minority rights, talking about, well, what are you going to do for immigrant type rights or border breaking illegal immigrant personnel, right? See, reality thinking black males sees through those games. Look, by the way, something like a little bit like this, especially the last part I just relayed over. Watch this. Watch this. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. What's going to happen? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going to happen? But black men are supposed to be sympathetic, right? To border breakers who don't give a damn about anything dealing with American black men. They're for them, for their agenda. Do you think black men, American black men, can run across that border in other places and do this? Do you think they can do that? Do you think if black men were doing that, do you think that person's other cultures would be like, oh, well, you know what? They went through so much stuff in America. They're just trying to, work hard, and, they have a lot of formal education and they just want a better life. You think that's going to fly across that border in other places? No. No. But they don't expect collective black men to see through these games that's being played. And this is why, again, I have to say, unfortunately, within American black modern day culture, only has half a generation to one generation left before the overall complete destruction within the modern day American black culture. And this is what this is what I'm observing and things like this. And it's a sad thing. Yes. Because in this system, they do not want more reality thinking black men, especially American black men. That's a no-no in this collective society. Let me show this other particular video that also makes a point. See, a black male, especially American black men, are supposed to act like that, that they just arrived within America a generation ago or 2 generations ago, right? Just popped up out of nowhere, right? Popped up out of nowhere, and supposed to still see certain people within the Paname's culture, and supposed to walk off that sidewalk and allow other people to pass. See, many other cultures have no clue what that's about at all, right? Let me play this video. Give me 1 second. Let me play this video.
Well, a judge violated the constitutional rights of a man that he ordered to apologize to a police officer. It's an intriguing case that could lead to a lawsuit and courtroom showdown. News 4's Jacqueline Lambert joins us, and Jacqueline, this story keeps expanding.
Bayla, yes, it does. Now, one of Ozark's best known and sometimes controversial attorneys is in the mix. David Harrison believes Ozark Municipal Judge Nicholas Bull violated the Constitution. He's talking about Bull's demand that Reginald Burks must apologize to the officer who issued him a speeding ticket.
I think that there's a lot of confusion about it.
Attorney David Harrison believes that the situation Reginald Burks has found himself in has nothing to do with the speeding ticket that started this ordeal. He says it is about freedom of speech.
That there is protected speech. And protected speech is protected by the Constitution. It's protected by the First Amendment. That is, you can say things, and that is protected.
Judge Nicholas Bull ordered Burks to apologize to the officer who gave him a speeding ticket last December. That's in addition to the $200 fine Burks shelled out this week. There's a problem, or at least Harrison thinks so. He believes that making Burks say I'm sorry to the officer, and Burks admits he used one bad word, violates his right to free speech.
What's protected? And according to the federal cases, what has to happen is those words that he uses or someone uses has to incite violence. That means that it has to be a serious threat. That's not the case in this situation.
Harrison adds that Supreme Court cases support his interpretation of the law. Profanity-laced language does not violate the law. As for Burks, he stands firm in the belief that he was not wrong for what he said, and he's ready to be locked up if that's what it takes to stand up for his rights.
But I told my mom I'm probably just gonna go there and see if they're gonna actually give me some time for not 10 days or 30 days, whatever they want to give me for not writing an apology letter, because I'm not writing an apology letter. I don't think it's necessary.
Burks is required to return to court on June 4th.
So there are certain numbers of bad seed enforcement, unfortunately, that continues to be allowed to be bad seeds. There have been bad seeds for centuries, starting even with slave patrols. Slave patrols were going on within Americanism before 9,000% of many other cultures and backgrounds, and no such thing as 1,000 alphabets term lifestyle category that even existed. Border breaking, illegal immigrant personnel that was even thought of. Foreignist, invasionists had not even been thought of, etc. And many people come over here and benefit left and right off of American black people's pain. Right? Look in this situation. What other male? Name some other males for centuries that continuously has the most diabolical, disastrous hatred of those males because of the color of their skin. And don't even be a damn fool to say, well, what about the Native Americans? Go to hell. Go to hell with that tactic. How many numbers of Native American, what we call Native American personnel, sit there and enslave black folks? Go to hell with that tactic. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, right? How many numbers of Native American personnel get reparations left and right? But you don't hear no other person. You don't hear personnel from the collective society talking about, I ain't got anything to do with that. Nope. You see how that game goes? See, this system don't like rally thinking black males who see right through the games, and some other coaches who are latecomers. And unfortunately, there are a certain number of multi-millions of within American blackism that have this mad respect for what they think is model minorities. When in that person's own countries, they not even looked at like that, right? It's almost like robotic, right? They don't stand out 9,000% from other personnel within certain parts of Asianness and whatever that's supposed to mean. There's Afro-Asiatic people, right? And there's various other sections in various countries within Asia that'll look down by other numbers of Asian personnel, which is a whole different country. And that also goes for various sections of Africa. There are how many other cultures and villages and languages, etc., and various other people that look down upon other different African tribes and backgrounds of people. See again, reality thinking black males, that's a no-no in this collective society because reality thinking black men, especially American black men, see through this bull crap. I observe through this bull crap games, right? It's a no-no in this society. Like in this topic, what I just showed you. So, what some probably construe as a racial racism terrorist, right? Not necessarily the person per se, but the mentality and however other personnel, you must apologize to this law enforcement personnel and like he's a boy. Boy, apologize, boy. You said a profanity word. So the hell what? Right? And however many enforcement personnel, that person can't deal with how many enforcement personnel that deal with this stuff every freaking day? But personnel collectively within various parts of Padambe's culture that sit there and be salivating toward numbers of officers and cussing them out left and right and stuff like that. Do however personnel tell those same people from various personnel, Padambe's culture and some other personnel to apologize to that particular cop? No, they do not. They don't sit there and tell people like that. They don't sit there and tell enforcement personnel, or they don't tell people from males from other cultures to apologize to law enforcement personnel for cursing them out. They don't do stuff like that. That's an insult. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play that video one more time because that is a legitimate, powerful message that no other males are looked upon as boys, and they're supposed to apologize to some backseat officers and other people for cursing them out. And it's like, oh, hey, boy, you need to apologize. But no other males have to do that. Let me play that video again. It's a very powerful video. Let me play that video again.
Well, a judge violated the constitutional rights of a man that he ordered to apologize to a police officer. It's an intriguing case that could lead to a lawsuit and courtroom showdown. News 4's Jacqueline Lambert joins us, and Jacqueline, this story keeps expanding.
Shayla, yes, it does. Now, one of Ozark's best known and sometimes controversial attorneys is in the mix. David Harrison believes Ozark Municipal Judge Nicholas Bull violated the Constitution. He's talking about Bull's demand that Reginald Burks must apologize to the officer who issued him a speeding ticket.
I think that there's a lot of confusion about it.
Attorney David Harrison believes that the situation Reginald Burks has found himself in has nothing to do with the speeding ticket that started this ordeal. He says it is about freedom of speech.
That there is protected speech. And protected speech is protected by the Constitution. It's protected by the First Amendment. That is, you can say things, and that is protected.
Judge Nicholas Bull ordered Burks to apologize to the officer who gave him a speeding ticket last December. That's in addition to the $200 fine Burks shelled out this week. There's a problem, or at least Harrison thinks so. He believes that making Burks say I'm sorry to the officer and Burks admits he used one bad word, violates his right to free speech.
Mm, mm, mm. But again, rarely think of black men are supposed to be bowing down. I'm not talking about martial arts, certain martial arts bowing down, or certain type of elders in certain other cultures, right? The bowing down is between like a slave and a master. But what other male has to keep going through this? And again, I'm not talking about Uncle Ruckuses and sellouts and gullible ones, which are and some naive ones, which are parasitic to the reality thinking black men. We're gonna play one other video, which is it's entertaining and kind of a good way to a point where this gentleman creates these also great clips within certain types of hip hop and some other avenues and stuff. I'm not talking about bad version hip hop, which is just destroying a lot of different things. But let me just play this for a second. Let me play this. This is actually a very powerful video as well.
The average black person, particularly black male, we got this thing about, physicality. If I take off my shirt and I got big bulging muscles, I mean, somehow that's a cure-all for everything in the world. I'm a black male and I got strong muscles. I can lift weights and I can run down the street faster than anybody else and get where I'm going. That somehow makes me a strong black man. And that's all I need. I got these bulging muscles. I'm fit and I'm trim. I love to take my shirt off, particularly, in the summertime and whatnot. I don't want to wear a shirt at all. I take my shirt off so people can see my strong muscles. Okay. And I can lift things. I can go here and I can go there. But have you ever stopped to think about what you can use your muscles for or against? And what's the product? Is this all that you have? Do you have anything else to show for your being on this planet up to now? Do you have a plan for the future that goes beyond just you taking up the sidewalk, making people walk around you when you come down the sidewalk because you're in the middle, and they have to go past you, the ladies with the baby strollers and all like that, because you are, your own man, or are you really a man? Because the people who, when Martin Luther King was assassinated, there were a lot of strong males, strong black males, but I tend to believe they were people who understood their position in the system of white supremacy. That's why they had signs. Now these are people that lift garbage pails. You got to be strong to do that. But they had signs saying what? I am a man. People right now can go to their computers and punch up the day that Martin Luther King was assassinated, April 1968. And there in Memphis, Tennessee, Martin Luther King was there to help the garbage workers, who were all black, I understand, to get higher wages. And these garbage workers, these sanitation workers, proud people who, many of them, were, you might call it that day, pillars of the community and in the church and all like that. But they were sanitation workers. But they were also saying, yeah, even though we're sanitation workers, we should be getting a decent wage. But they didn't have signs saying we should be getting a decent wage. They had signs saying, almost in unison, there are photographs of it. That's a historical record saying what? I am a man. M-A-N. Like Muddy Waters even had a song saying, man, man,
Right.
over and over again. assure yourself that that's what you should be. You should be treated like a man. You know, I'm a man. I mean, don't be calling me no boy. I'm a man. You say boy this and boy that. I'm tired of hearing that. You know, I mean, even when black people would say it to each other, hey boy, you know, hey, well, you know, man, hey, I'm a man. I'm 3 times 7. That was a common saying. 3 times 7. That makes me 21. You know, I'm a man. And if you don't believe I'm a man, I'll prove it to you. Meaning I will do harm to you physically. That's what it meant in the old days. But see, black people had to keep saying that to each other. And finally they had to start saying it to white people. But the white supremacists said, there's only going to be one man on this planet. And you boys who want to be men, I tell you what, after Martin Luther King is dead, I'll make a deal with you. You'll go from boys not to men. You'll go from boys to women. Yes, I will degenderize you and get you to love it. You will love acting like your sisters and love being that way and go around looking for another male to do things with you in the bed like you're a female.
Wow. What other culture of males had to be doing stuff like that, saying, hey, I am a man. I am a man. Treat me as a man. Right? How many cultures again have had to be doing this for centuries? Have had to worry about being on slave plantations, right? For generations and generations and generations, free of charge, right? And then had to have a civil war, right, to supposedly help break these other cultures, to have freedom for them. What other culture again? What other culture of personnel and males and immigration statuses and foreignness and border break and legal immigrant personnel and minority nonsensical game playing and people of color nonsensical game playing and alternative lifestyle categories left and right, which there's no such thing going on. Three or 4 centuries ago had nothing to do with that, but black men, but especially American black men, was going through hell and still going through it now. I'm not talking about again sellouts and Uncle Ruckuses and gullibles and naive ones don't understand what's going on, right? But again, reality black men, especially American black men, is a no-no. They do not. This system does not want more reality thinking black men to sit there and share the knowledge and information. They don't want this kind of stuff to happen. Right? Oh no, they don't want this kind of stuff to happen. Right? You say, hey man, racism, terror is still going on toward black folks, especially American black men, etc. And then unfortunately have to fight against the numbers of within American black womenism, modern day and stuff like that. As the first video I showed you, and then you hear numbers of within American black womenism, anti-reality black men. Well, it ain't got a thing to do with all. No, I'm not playing that little silly little tactic. Not doing that. And especially reality thinking black men. Oh no, they're not going to sit there and listen to nonsense. And this system knows, like within modern day American black womenism, they know that there's not enough reality thinking black men. They ain't going to listen to that nonsense. Right. But last, I want to show you the thing about a reality thinking black men is they understand as well. It's not only about external things. That's fine and dandy, but eventually those things matter not. Those are tools. At the same time, reality thinking black men, especially American black men, they share the knowledge and information. And they also go within themselves to that more also a spiritual context as much as possible. Let me play this last particular thing relating to some powerful quotes, just a few little quotes and stuff like that. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second.
You cannot change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. A river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. The only time you should ever look back is to see how far you've come. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. In the face of adversity, remember that diamonds are made under pressure. The first step to getting anywhere is deciding you're not willing to stay where you are. The true test of a man's character is what he does when no one is watching. Don't go broke trying to impress broke people. Stay away from people who make you feel lonely. No company is better than a bad company.
Yes. Yes. Very powerful. See, reality thinking black men, especially American black men, they're like, they would rather be by themselves than to be with bad company. Now, are there certain exceptions? Of course it is. We're talking about collectiveness, people. Bad company equals bad outcome. Bad company equals additional unnecessary stress. Bad company equals unnecessary mental anguishness. And already in various sections of society, they have a very anti-black male, but especially an anti-reality black men, especially anti-American black men, reality thinking ones, mentality in various parts of collective society. So I hope this was a interesting show. I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP Show.